The meeting between Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi and U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken at the Munich Security Conference on Friday was the latest in a series of talks between Chinese and United States officials since the top leaders of the two countries met last fall. Wang urged Washington to lift illegal unilateral sanctions against Chinese citizens and enterprises, according to a statement by state-run Xinhua news agency. The Chinese diplomatic chief also urged the Biden administration to stop unjustified harassment and interrogation of Chinese citizens visiting the United States. The request followed reports of Chinese students being denied entry to the United States for visa-related reasons. Xinhua and U.S. media described the meeting as frank and constructive. According to the United States, Blinken expressed concerns about China's support for Russia in the conflict with Ukraine, including support for the Russian defense industry. President Joe Biden's administration has led international funding for Ukraine's defense, although the issue of providing further aid remains in limbo in Congress. Wang held a separate meeting with European Union Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell on Friday, according to a statement on the EU website. Russia and Ukraine, the situation in the Middle East and Taiwan were also on the agenda. The Munich meeting between China and the United States is another attempt by the world's two largest economies to mend relations after they soured in recent years over technology restrictions, espionage concerns, and Taiwan and other issues. Wang last met with Blinken in Washington in October, paving the way for Biden's meeting with Chinese leader Xi Jinping next month. In January, China's diplomatic chief met with U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan to discuss the possibility of Xi and Biden meeting this spring, a senior U.S. official said earlier. Tensions between China and the U.S. have begun to ease since the two leaders met in November. That led to the resumption of high-level military ties and the establishment of a working group to curb fentanyl shipments to the U.S. The two sides agreed to increase interaction between the peoples of the two countries, including through Xi Jinping's proposed plan to invite 50,000 young Americans to come to China over the next 5 years to participate in exchange and training programs.